Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. I am so excited to be your host today because, wow, we are finally unpacking one of the most highly anticipated tech drops of the entire year. We're getting an inside look at Google's newest flagships, the Pixel 11 Pro and the Pixel 11 Pro XL. If you're the kind of person who just loves cutting through the noise and getting straight down to the actual facts, well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're dissecting everything from the foundational silicon powering this thing all the way to the actual dollars and cents it's going to cost to put it in your pocket. We are breaking down the entire Specta wallet pipeline. So let's just jump right in. Okay, let's quickly go over our roadmap for today. First up, the 2026 Pixel launch. Second, design and display specs. Third, the new ALOP camera. Fourth, Tensor G6 and Gemini. And finally, number 5, pre-order deals and pricing. Section 1, the 2026 Pixel launch. From leaks to launch day. You know, it's wild just how fast the hype cycle moved on this one. Back in July 2026, the device officially passed FCC approval. And practically overnight, we saw this massive, totally unexpected leak drop directly on Google Fi's own website. It showed off the new design, and it even leaked a promo offer that honestly just threw gas on the fire, building incredible momentum straight into the Made by Google event in Brooklyn on August 12th. Google really went all out for this, bringing in Trevor Noah to host, plus appearances by NBA star Steph Curry, podcaster Alex Cooper, and cricketer Shubman Gill. And all of that huge pageantry leads us directly to the official release date, August 20th, 2026. Section 2, Design and Display Specs. Sizing up the pros. So the really crucial question here is figuring out which size actually fits your lifestyle. The standard Pixel 11 Pro sits at a very comfortable 6.3 inches. It packs a 4850 mAh battery and supports 30-watt fast charging. But if you step up to the 6.8-inch Pro XL, you're not just getting a bigger screen. You get a bumped-up 5115 mAh battery and, crucially, 45-watt fast charging. To put that into perspective, the XL is going to give you significantly faster top-ups when you're, rushing out the door. Now, both of these phones feature an absolutely stunning 120Hz LTPO OLED display using a brand new Samsung M16 panel. This pushes the brightness up to a blinding 3600 nits at its peak, and crazily enough, it actually reduces battery usage while doing it. Moving on to aesthetics, let's look at how this builds on Google's design language. They kept the flat sides and round corners from the last generation, but the glass covering the rear camera bar now extends symmetrically all the way to the right edge, which looks super clean. And check out these gorgeous nature-inspired colorways. Canyon, which is a really nice dune color, olive like pine, fog, and obsidian. They're midnight black. Now, you'll definitely want to pay close attention to that last one. If you care about the tactile feel of your phone, Obsidian is the only color variant that gets this sleek, specialized matte finish on its aluminum frame. All the other colors feature a polished finish. Section 3. The new ALOP camera. Engineering the perfect shot. Now, what's really interesting here is the major engineering leap Google pulled off. The 11 Pro features a 50-megapixel wide camera and a 48-megapixel ultra-wide, but the telephoto lens is where the real magic happens. They actually moved away from a traditional periscope lens to what's called ALOP, which stands for All Lenses on Prism. By using this advanced layout, kind of similar to what Samsung did in the Galaxy S26 Ultra, Google fits physically larger lenses into the exact same amount of space. This is a game changer because it means the phone doesn't get thicker, but the sensor captures way more light. We're talking a massive, noticeable improvement in low-light photography and overall zoom clarity. Section 4. Tensor, G6, and Gemini, the brains of the operation. Okay, this right here is a monumental shift. The Tensor G6 is Google's custom chip, but for their second year using TSMC for production, they managed to shrink the die size down to a 2-nanometer process node. That officially makes them the second smartphone brand ever to adopt a 2-nanometer chip, actually beating the iPhone 18 to this milestone. So why does that matter to you? Well, a smaller nanometer scale means all those transistors are packed much closer together. That translates to a massive leap in power efficiency. It basically allows the phone to handle way heavier computing workloads without draining your battery or turning your device into a hand warmer. And Google is clearly listening to user feedback here, which we absolutely love to see. For the first time since they introduced the Tensor chip, they have finally dropped the Samsung Exynos modem. If you had one of the older Pixels, you probably remember the frustrating battery drain caused by signal hunting whenever you were in a bad reception area. Well, the Pixel 11 Pro replaces it with the MediaTek M90 modem. This hardware swap directly targets and solves those power drainage issues. It makes sure the device stays connected much more reliably while sipping, rather than gulping, your battery life.
Honestly, all of that extra processing power is totally necessary for the software enhancements you get right out of the box. The Pixel 11 series launches with Android 17 and goes all in on Gemini intelligence. You get a whole suite of agentic AI tools powered by both Google's cloud-based Gemini models and their on-device Gemma models. Plus, the feature we used to know as Magic Queue has been updated and completely rebranded as Proactive Assistance. So this new hardware really empowers all these AI features to just run seamlessly in the background and proactively manage your daily tasks.
Section 5, Pre-order Deals and Pricing. The Wallet Impact. $799. That is the magic number you need to know today. Now, just to be super clear, the standard MSRP of the Google Pixel 11 Pro is $1,099. However, $799 is the heavily discounted retail price if you grab it through Google Fi Wireless right now. Let's break down exactly how this wild credit structure actually works. Through Google Fi, the current offer gives you an instant $300 off that $1,099 price tag, which drops it down to the $799 figure. But it gets even better. You then get that remaining $799 back over 24 monthly bill credits when you join Fi. It essentially makes the phone itself free over 2 years if you just stick with the service. Plus, they are throwing in a $10 per month service credit on their unlimited premium plan. That is a ton of value. And hey, to make sure you never miss out on dynamic offers like this, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Click the link in the description below for latest discounts for Pixel 11 Pro.
So, we've covered the lightning-fast launch, the beautiful nature-inspired designs, the new Allope camera engineering, and those incredibly efficient new internals. I really want to leave you with a final thought to ponder as you look at whatever device you're holding right now. Between the massive leap to a 2nm chip, finally fixing the modem issues, and these really aggressive pricing deals, is the Tensor G6 enough to make you switch to the Pixel 11 Pro? Think about how these specs would actually fit into your daily routine. Definitely drop your thoughts in the comments, and thank you so much for joining me on The Explainer today. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.